Yo, what's good out there, world? Welcome to this edition of Smoking and Baking with Trademarc. And today, I'm going to be baking for you a homemade, made from scratch pineapple soda pound cake. Here, I'm going to be using Canada Dry's pineapple soda, but you can use whatever brand you choose to use. Now, let's get to these ingredients. So right here, I'm going to be using some all-purpose flour, some sugar. Here I have some unsalted butter at room temperature. I'm also going to be using some salt, baking powder. Right here I have 5 large eggs at room temperature. I'm going to be using some pineapple juice, some milk. Here I have some powdered sugar, and I'm going to be using some of this Happy Home flavoring imitation pineapple flavor. It is excellent. I got this from Amazon and it got really great reviews. Also, I'm going to be using some butter extract and some vanilla extract. Here I have some yellow gel paste food coloring. In the back, I'm going to be using my Bundt pan, and also I have some pan baking spray for that perfect release. I'm going to be mixing everything here in my stand mixer with my paddle attachment. So once again, here are the ingredients that I'm going to be using to make this homemade, made from scratch pineapple soda pound cake. Now, let's get to baking. First thing that I want to do is sift my 3 cups of flour. So I already poured in 1.5 cups into my sifter. Now I'm going to add in 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and also I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then I'm just going to add the rest of my flour on top of that. And I'm going to be sifting this at the same time. And I'm just going to sift all this here in this bowl. And then after I get that done, I'm going to take my spoon and I'm just going to mix it a little more and set this to the side, and I'll see you guys. Now let's make our soda mixture. So I'm going to be using 1 cup and also 2 tablespoons of this pineapple soda. Again, that's 1 cup and then 2 tablespoons. Here I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of my fresh pineapple juice. Now here I have all my extracts and my flavors mixed. I have 2 teaspoons of my pineapple flavor. I have 1 teaspoon of the vanilla extract and also 1 teaspoon of the butter extract. And I'm just going to pour all that in together. And I'm going to be using 1/8 of a teaspoon of this yellow food coloring gel. And just drop that right up on in there. And now I'm going to use my whisk just to mix this all together. And then I'm going to see you guys at the next step. The next thing that we're going to do is cream our unsalted butter and our sugar together. So right now I'm going to place these 3 sticks of unsalted butter inside my mixing bowl. And also I'm going to add in 3 cups of sugar. Now I'm going to set my paddle attachment down, and when I start mixing it, I'm going to mix it on a low speed at first and let that sugar and butter mix up a little bit, and then I'm going to turn it up to the highest possible speed, and I'm going to let this mix for 6 minutes. In the middle of that mix, I'm going to wipe my bowl down around about 3 minutes so I can get a thorough mix, and I'll see you guys after that process. Okay, I done let my butter and sugar cream for 6 minutes, so I'm going to give my bowl a final scrape now before I add my eggs in. So now I'm going to put my paddle attachment back down, and I'm going to put this on low speed. And I'm going to add my eggs in one at a time and add them in as each egg get properly blended in. We got the eggs thoroughly mixed in. We're going to now add in our soda mix, and we're going to add in our flour mix. We're going to do it in one at a time. So I'll probably add like 3 scoops of flour, then I'll add in a little soda, then some more flour and soda, and we'll repeat that process until it's all mixed thoroughly. But remember, always wipe down your mixing bowl in the middle of your process so you can make sure that you have a thorough mix. So now you want to start your mixer on a low speed, and that's because you don't want the flour to fly everywhere. And then once you get incorporated a little, you can turn that speed up on a higher level, and then you can repeat that process. See you guys at the next step. Now that we got all our batter inside our cake pan, we're just going to take the back of our spoon and we're just going to smooth this out so it can be even. Let's do your best to try to make it as even as possible. And something else we can do is give our a shake and a pat. So my oven is already preheated to 325 degrees. I'm going to put that on the bottom rack for 1 hour and 10 minutes, and I'll see you at the next step. All right, so we're now getting ready to make our pineapple frosting. So right here, I'm going to sift here in my bowl 1 1/4 cup of confectionate sugar. After sifting our sugar, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of this fresh pineapple juice. I'm also going to add in 2 tablespoons of warm milk. And also, I'm going to add in, I have a 1/2 teaspoon of butter extract, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/4 teaspoon of my pineapple flavoring. And I'm going to mix that all in. So now I'm just going to give this a stir until all the visible lumps are gone. Now this part is optional. I'm taking my frosting and I'm going to put it in my squeeze bottle so I can drizzle the frosting over the cake. But if you want to just pour it over the cake from your bowl, you can do it like that. Either way I do. So now my pineapple bundt cake is out the oven. I let it cook for 1 hour and 10 minutes. I already put a toothpick in there and it came out clean. I'm going to let it sit in the bundt pan like for 3 to 4 hours before I flip it out. And then I'll add my homemade pineapple frosting using my squeeze bottle. And again, if you don't want to use the squeeze bottle, you can just pour it on. But I'll see you guys at the next step.